'Twas in another lifetime, one of toil and blood, when blackness was a virtue and the road was full of mud. I came in from the wilderness, a creature void of form. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. If I pass this way again, no, you can rest assured I'll always do my best for her, on that I give my word. In a world of steel-eyed death, where men are fighting to be warm, come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Not a word was spoke between us, there was little risk involved. Everything up to that point had been left unresolved. Try imagining that place where it's always safe and warm. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. I was burned out from exhaustion, buried in the hail, poisoned in the bushes like a vine out on the trail, hung like a crocodile, ravaged in the corn. Well, come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Suddenly I turned around and she was standing there, with silver bracelets on her wrists and flowers in her hair. She walked to me so gracefully and she took my crown of thorns. Oh, come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Oh, now there's a wall between us, there's something there's been lost. I took too much for granted and I got my signals crossed. Just to think that it all began on a long-forgotten morn, when come in, she said, give you shelter from the storm. Now the deputy walks on hard nails and the preacher he rides a mount. Nothing really matters much when it's doom alone that counts. And the one-eyed undertaker that blows a feudal horn. And come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from this storm. I heard newborn babies wailing just like a mourning dove. Old man with broken teeth and they're stranded without love. Well, do I understand your question, man? Is it hopeless and forlorn? Well, come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. In a little hilltop village, I gambled for my clothes, bargained for salvation, and they gave me a lethal dose. I offered up my innocence and I got repaid with scorn. But come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from this storm. Well, I'm living in a foreign country and I'm bound to make across the line. Beauty walks a razor's edge and someday I'll make it mine. But if I could only turn the clock back to when God and her were born, come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from this storm.